Hi, so for today's video, I'm going to be trying on the Icon lashes for you guys. And I bought these in 12, 14, and 16 length. This is what it looks like. It's very full. And I mean, the 12s don't look that full, but the 14s and 16s are super full. And I think this is like the most intimidating lash set for me, just because I didn't know if I would like such a dramatic look, but I actually do love them. And I've been wearing a certain, like one set. I have my set here all lined up already because I cleaned them last night. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so that's why my voice is weird. So I did clean them last night. I tried to film a video of me cleaning my lashes or removing them with coconut oil. I may or may not put that one up. I may have to redo that because it was late at night. But yeah, so I guess Icons were kind of like one of the last ones I wanted to try just because they're so dramatic, right? And I only decided to get it because my hairdresser, she just started using Lilac too, and she started off with Icons, and I was like, wow, like, how do you like it? And she said it took a little while to get used to, but she liked it, and her lashes look really good and full. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it for you today. The pair or the set I'm wearing, I'm gonna put on, I've washed like 4 times already. I've been like on repeat. Like, I do this just because I take them off, I clean them, and then I'm kind of lazy, so I just put the old set that I had, in here on. And so I've been rotating Icons and Uptown. So I think the next video I do will be Icons or Uptown, just because even though they are very simple, I don't know, the segments are a little different. So let's get on with it. My voice is weird, so I'm going to try not to talk too much. Using all my normal things, I have the conditioning primer that I'm going to put on right now. I'm just going to get a Q-tip. I bought this little Q-tip holder. It's like old school from Temu, and I don't know, just been loving that it's so easily available. Just going to put a couple drops on the Q-tip. I am not wearing makeup. Usually I have my whole face of makeup on, but I'm going to go somewhere after, so I kind of want to do a better job. So I have just like my skincare and sunscreen on at this point. So I'm just gonna clean the lashes, like the top and the bottom and underneath. And I'm going to use the other side of the Q-tip and do the same thing. You don't want to put too much because it does sting your eyes if it gets in there. You just want to make sure you don't have any of that stuff, skincare, oils. Even if you just wash your face, I think it's always good to use a primer. Because even your tear ducts have oils, right? So, it's hard to know if you got it all clean. I'm going to use this is a new one I just opened a couple weeks ago, Pro Lash Glue in black. I'm also going to use my clear coat, which is not clear, it's kind of gross looking. Maybe I'll open my new one. I bought a new one also. And the tweezers I'm going to be using are the Lilac Street one that comes with the deluxe kit. And if you haven't bought your kit yet, I totally recommend getting the deluxe kit because it comes with this cute little case, and really it's everything you need. Then you don't have to like go back and order something else. I do have my Lashify wand that I do love, and I have not found like a replacement, like a cheaper version of this. If I do, I will definitely let you know, because who wants to spend like $60 on a tweezer like this, right? But it is very good. See, my lashes are really short, so I'm gonna put the glue on my whole lash. Maybe not at the very base because I don't need it all the way in up there. You always put the lashes on about 1/2 millimeter away from your waterline, just so you don't, I don't know, it's just irritating for me. And I also don't put glue all the way in the inner corner and all the way in the outer corner, just because it bugs me when the lash band will poke, you know, either side. So I'm gonna pick up a 12. I always pick it up like this, like I mentioned in every video. And that's just so that you can maneuver it easier than if you picked it up sideways or like this. I don't know. I'm right-handed also, if that makes a difference. And then I'm gonna put some glue on the band, just at the base. Kind of a good amount, just because these are heavier, like if you're used to like the thinner ones. So I do find that like I take these off. I only do like 7 days. Like the last pair, or with Uptowns, I did 8 days just because, I don't know, my schedule. So this is a 12. And you want to make sure to overlap just a tiny bit. I know it looks really thick, but because it's so thick, when it separates, it'll be more obvious. So do overlap it just that little bit. Trust me, sometimes I rush and I make all these mistakes, and that's how I know. So now I'm doing a 16. It's really hard to tell if you're getting glue on the band just because it's so thick. So look for the shininess and also overlap for every one of these. The first time I put these on, I was scared to overlap because it just seems so like much, you know, it's it's a lot of lash. I'm doing another 16. And then a 14. So you want to really make sure you get glue at the edges, because that's what's going to hold it together, especially for this style. And then a 12. So I call this like the doll eye look. I don't know what else to call it, but it's been my favorite. Like having more or the longer ones in the middle, I think it's really flattering for, I guess, most people. So when you put the last one on, just make sure you don't go all the way to the end, especially if you're a side sleeper. I side sleep, so I don't know. It pokes me if it's all the way to the end. So just make sure everything is well stuck on. So sometimes like I just had to reposition that last one. And if you do it too much, you should go back and put more on the band, because you know the glue comes off wherever you put it first. So if you want to make sure you have enough, just redo it. And if you get something sticky on your tweezers, just go ahead and wipe it off if you can. Or if it's really bad, you got like a whole mess, just wipe it off with some of the crystal coat. So that looks good. So yeah, I'm gonna open up my new crystal coat. So nice and clean. The other one was getting kind of gross. So I'm just gonna put some at the base. And then some on top. And then I'm gonna take my Lashify tweezer and just run it on the inside. So if you only have one pair of tweezers, just do both eyes and do this at the end. Then I'm gonna open it up as wide as I can, put it over, and just get the base really good, like squeeze it. And There, I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and come back. Okay, so now I have both eyes on, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Too much? It's not a natural look, but it's kind of fun. I'll go ahead and I guess do the rest of my makeup if I can do it really quick, since this took really like no time at all. There's only what, 6 segments? Yeah, 6. So I love it when it's 6 because then it's so fast and easy to clean. I'm ready for foundation now. I already put on my skincare, my favorite sunscreen, which you can't tell what this is. It's the Coats primer sunscreen, and I use one of these toothpaste squeezers when it gets low because it's a thick formula. So, you know, it's easier if it's like squished and then you can squeeze it out. The foundation I use is the Dior Forever Matte in 2N and 3N, mostly 2N and a little bit of 3N. Oh, and I always need a headband, otherwise I get hair all over. So I just put like 1 full pump and like a third, maybe a little less, I'm not sure right now. And I mix it up and then I dab it on all over. And by no means a makeup artist or anything like that. I'm just trying to do it as fast as I can in the morning. Sometimes I'll use a sponge. You have to work fast with this foundation though, because once it's on, it is on. And I also because I did my lashes, my sunscreen really dried, and so it's like harder to spread right now. If everything's a little more like liquid, then this has an easier time. And then I'll get a beauty blender or something and just pat it in. Okay, so now I'm gonna do contour with this Fenty Beauty Mocha stick, and I kind of just go around. I kind of dot it on my nose. And then I have this Wayne Goss foundation brush, 01. I bought this a long time ago, but I'll kind of just blend that in. At first I didn't like how small this was. I was like, what is that for? Like, it's gonna take forever to do your foundation, but yeah, I wouldn't use it on my whole face, but for just contouring, it's good. I try not to bring like color down if I can, because you know, you want everything to go up. And I learned a trick where you try to get your contour shade down the back of your neck over here. I don't know if it makes a difference, but when I look in the mirror, I guess it looks better. Yeah, I've had like a head cold for the last week, so I don't know, my face is puffy, everything's like, my voice has been weird, but you know, just gotta go with it. And then I'll use this Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, and I use the color light medium, and I'll just do a little here, here, here. Sometimes I do concealer before the contour. Actually, I think that's my preferred method. So I don't want to get it on the lashes, of course, but that's how sometimes it does get on there during the week. And I like to bring it up on the side. And then again, I just press it in on the concealer portion. And then I guess, so I'm gonna take my Ilia, oh sorry, it's so dirty, Fade Into Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Just try to tap some in the cap. And then I have these like little velour makeup sponges, or yeah, not makeup sponges, but puffs that I got on Temu. 'Temu, and they're so handy because, you know, you can, you have so many, then you can wash them or do whatever. I just get the broad side and I press it into the powder, and I'm just gonna powder my face. So for around the eyes, I do use this Givenchy. I don't even want to try to pronounce it, but this is what it is in the rose. And I use the tip part, and I try to just pick up a little bit. Definitely don't pick up too much, because I'm gonna use this underneath the eye. So I kind of go lower and then bring it up and above. So I have dry skin, but I do find that throughout the day, just because I'm in a hot climate, that I do sweat and my face gets a little oily, which is not good for your lashes, right? The longevity. So I just put this in my T-zone, really. You know, when you like take a long break, like between sunscreen and foundation, it just doesn't come out the same, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna do just a quick, really quick eye look, because one, you just did your lashes. You don't want to go crazy with the eyeshadow, but you do want to dry it out. So if you look at my lids, I guess I don't have that much in the crease, but like in my tiny little crease over there, I will get like, you know, I usually put sunscreen closer to my eye because I want my whole lid protected, and it'll crease right there. So if you don't put something like a powder or something drying, that will somehow migrate onto the glue, and that leads to it coming off earlier than you want. And I promise, I did my lashes and I just, you know, wore it out for like a year because it was COVID. So I didn't really I did lashes because I, you know, wanted to do lashes, but we weren't going out. So I didn't do a whole look. And I would only get with Lashify, it was like 3 days before I had to touch up with one segment or another. And then with Lilac Street, like 5 days. And it wasn't until I did this trick that I could go 7, even 9, maybe 10. I never actually wanted to go 10 because I do like to wash my face, but I got away like 7+ days after doing this trick. And it's just to put a drying eyeshadow right there. That's it. That worked for me. So I always tap off my shadow. I'm just using the Kat Von D bronzer. I don't even know what it's called. Contour set. The back's like all ripped off. It's a really old one. So I use the lightest shade for the highlight, and then the darkest shade, just get some on there and tap it off, and then go like right on your crease, right above the lashes. You can use any color you want, really. I just go with the dark one. You could use the light one, up to you, but just any kind of powder just to dry it out. And that has made all the difference. So I'm not doing any crazy eye look. I'm just putting some bronzer there. And that's really good enough for today. And I just kind of clean it up on the brow bone. Okay, and then I get a Q-tip, and I usually have sunscreen in my brows. I usually just kind of take it off. Then I will use this Revlon Color Stay Sharp Line. They keep changing like what they call it. I don't know. It's just whatever Color Stay felt tip eyeliner that's waterproof is what I use. And I will do my wing liner. I don't start at the corner. I kind of start a little bit above and just go up. Totally up to you how you want to do your liner. I saw some like TikToks where you just put it here and then you turn your face. I'm a little scared to try it, but I bet that works well. So that's like all I do. If you get on your lashes, it's fine. It'll come off when you clean them. Oh gosh, I totally messed it up. If you don't close your eyes all the way and you have like hooded eyes, it really messes up your eyeliner. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully nobody notices. Okay. And then I love Thrive's black eyeliner in Lauren. And I just do the inner corner. Not like all the way, just the top. Just to connect the inner corner to the lashes. Because you know how I don't go all the way to the very end? It's just an extra step that I like to do. And I find this eyeliner lasts all day. And then I use Benefit's Goof Proof Brow Pencil number 2 for my eyebrows. And I just fill it in. I've had them tattooed a long time ago, and I always get makeup on it, so I always have to fill it in anyways. So I really just use a tattoo for the outline. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some bronzer, and I just have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess in light medium. So I just tap in there and then kind of go over where I did the contour. And then for blush, I've been loving this, the Nessa Myrix in Golden Hour. It looks super red. We just use the tiniest amount. Okay, and that's it. And then I kind of put lipstick on already, but usually my favorite combo right now is MAC Whirl, MAC Cherish, which is like a, you know, a nude color. Then I put on the Coats Mineral Sunscreen because, you know, gotta have sunscreen. And whatever nude or neutral buxom gloss I have. So yeah, what do you think of the icons? Is it too much? I think it looks good with makeup on. Like without makeup, it could look a lot. But when you have your whole face done, it really kind of blends in. Just looks like you have false lashes on. It's not natural look, of course, but you know, looks like you have falsies. That's it. I like it. I wear it every day, you know, but also it's nice for a special event or going out. So yeah, let me know how you like it in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.